Many people get stuck in the hoping and wishing phase instead of knowing and really deciding. Hi, and welcome to Know It Into Being. Today I'm talking about why making a firm decision is very, very powerful and how you can actually do that the easy way. Today's advice is gonna help you get that breakthrough to ascend to the next level and to manifest what you actually deserve. So stay around until the end. You don't want to miss any of this. If you really know and really decide that you are having what you always wanted, or at least that you absolutely will have what you always wanted, then you will absolutely manifest that. If you are 100% sure about that, then in my opinion, this is a way you can manifest very, very easily without even believing that you already have it. So it's already done can also mean it's already done in a sense of it's already decided. I think you can absolutely manifest amazingly well by just knowing that it absolutely will happen. You can just assume that, and if you know that 100% and if you know it's absolutely certain, then you will definitely manifest it. This way I manifested amazing things. I actually never really thought of any manifestation as already having it before actually having it in the 3D. I always thought about things as absolutely certain and absolutely sure of me getting it in the near future, or I just assume the best outcome for anything anyway, and I don't even go that specific. So the mere decision that something will be like the way you want it is actually already enough to manifest amazingly well. But don't confuse a firm decision with a forced decision. Forcing it is never a good idea. Being unconditional is a very good idea. Whenever you're unconditional, you open yourself up to many possibilities. If you are not unconditional, though, you are also kind of putting a limitation on yourself and on your potential manifestations that could be even more amazing than anything you ever dreamed of. Make it a fun game, make it a pleasant feeling, make it feel good, and even if it feels like you're being delusional, then it also doesn't matter. Then just make it a game of how delusional you actually can be and make it fun this way. If you want to change unproductive thoughts, unproductive expectations, or unproductive, even objective so-called facts, then you can write them down and write them on a piece of paper. Write down your limiting beliefs, write down why you think that you cannot manifest what you actually want. And just honestly think about it. You can do that when these negative or unproductive thoughts or limiting beliefs pop up in your mind, or you can even sit down and try to think about them and figure them out. And once you wrote down all of your limiting beliefs, then look at them and think about it. If your assumption, your negative assumption, or your unproductive expectation, or your negative interpretation is actually necessarily true. Many times our negative interpretations are absolutely not the truth. Many times they are totally wrong. None of your interpretations or expectations is more real than another one. No matter how bad things actually seem, there is always a better thought, and therefore there is also always a better manifestation. So stick to the good ones whenever you can. Once you wrote down those positive interpretations and those positive expectations, then you can actually make them your affirmations and affirm them throughout the day, but you don't really have to do that either. You could also just read those positive statements in the morning or in the evening, or whenever you feel like it. The most important thing is that it makes you feel good. Don't do it when it makes you feel triggered. Don't do it when it does not feel good. Come back to it again when it does feel good. You don't have to force anything. Manifesting is fun. Manifesting is not a chore. And manifesting is also certainly not something unpleasant that you have to push through with force. It's actually the opposite. Manifesting is a joyful game. You can also record these statements on your phone and listen to them over and over again, or even listen to them overnight. I did that a lot back then when I was manifesting actively. These days I don't really do any manifesting techniques anymore, or I just do those very, very rarely, because usually I manifest just by knowing things into being. But I think listening to your own affirmation tapes is very, very powerful. And whenever you don't feel like you believe any of your affirmations or any of your positive expectations or the new choices and the new decision, if you have a hard time believing in it, it doesn't matter. Because first of all, you can make it into a game of being delusional and try to see how delusional you actually can be and become, or you can just know that it doesn't matter what you manifested until now, because what you can manifest from now on is absolutely unrelated to the past. So don't worry about that at all. This decision doesn't need to come with a certain feeling or with a specific feeling, but feeling happily satisfied and joyfully pleased with what you know is going to unfold is a very good start. All of these techniques can be very, very powerful. Try them, try what works best for you. Don't let anybody tell you which technique is more powerful or which form of affirming is more powerful. Everything can work. It's up to you what you believe in and what feels good for you and what feels potent for you and what you know that will bring you the best results. I think you can absolutely manifest in a way where you just assume the best, that you just expect the best. When you have a very positive expectation for everything, you will absolutely manifest the best outcomes. And if you're unconditional, you could even get a pleasant surprise and receive some manifestations that are even better than anything you ever thought about. So be open to pleasant surprises at all times. Leave your negative expectations and your negative interpretations behind. Make a firm decision. You know how to manifest. You know how to do it. Trust in your manifesting power. You can actually manifest anything that you want that is within the laws of biology, chemistry, and physics. And there is no limit other than what you believe is the limit. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And of course, also for your comments. Please leave a comment with your questions or your experiences or anything you want to talk about. Have a great night or day wherever you are. Happy manifesting. See you next time. Bye bye.